Imagine every blocky game in the world switching off at the exact same moment. In 2021, that actually happened. For 3 whole days, nobody could log in. 50 million players stared at loading screens that never loaded. The biggest game platform on Earth had gone completely dark. Rumors flew instantly. Some kids swore a fast food giveaway had crashed everything. Others blamed a hacker or a curse. The real reason was far less spooky. Deep inside the servers, the giant computers that run every game, one tiny piece of software got tangled up under heavy traffic. Engineers spent 73 hours untangling it by hand. Then, all at once, the lights blinked back on, and millions of players came flooding in. The scariest blackout ever wasn't magic. It was one small bug. Follow for more blocky. Every year, the same terrifying message spreads. The whole platform is shutting down. Forever. Save your account while you can. Kids screenshot an announcement that looks like it came straight from the official page. A date is set. Panic races across every group chat. Some players actually said goodbye to their favorite games. But here's the truth. It never happened. Not once. That official announcement. A fake picture, edited to look real, then copied again and again with brand new dates. The platform itself finally said it out loud. The same hoax comes around every year or two, so don't believe everything you read online. Millions of kids grieved a game that was never going anywhere. The scariest shutdown in blocky history was just a screenshot. So next time you see the date, check twice. Follow for more blocky. Some blocky games were so popular, millions played them. Then one day, they vanished. Gone. Like they never existed. Legend says the games were cursed. The truth? Big companies made them disappear. In 2018, a famous game company found players had built their characters, a certain plumber in red, inside the platform. Overnight, those worlds were wiped. Poof. It happened again with a yellow sponge who lives underwater. And in 2022, a supercar brand made every copy of their car disappear from racing games across the whole platform. It's not ghosts or hackers, it's copyright. The rule that says you can't use someone else's characters without asking. But here's the eerie part. Some of those games had millions of hours of memories inside them. And now, you can't visit them ever again. So where do deleted worlds go? Follow for more blocky. You know the sound. Every time a blocky character falls, trips, or explodes. Oof, the most famous death sound in gaming. But here's a secret. It wasn't even made for this game. That little oof came from a completely different video game, all the way back in the year 2000. For years, nobody thought about it. Then in 2022, a licensing fight broke out over who owned the sound. And just like that, the oof was switched off. Deleted. Millions of kids pressed jump, fell off a cliff, and heard nothing. The internet was heartbroken. Detectives even dug up who really recorded it. And the answer surprised everyone. Then, in 2025, after 3 long years, the oof came back. The sound that refused to die. So what other tiny sounds are hiding a giant story? Follow for more blocky. Legend says the servers are haunted by players with no names, faceless gray figures called guests. No account, no history, just there, and then gone. Players said guests were the ghosts of deleted accounts, wandering games they no longer belonged to. Some swore a guest followed them everywhere, silent, never typing a single word. Here's the truth. Guests were completely real, but not ghosts. For years, anyone could try the platform without signing up. The game handed them a plain default look and one name, Guest. No profile, no friends. Then, back in 2017, the platform removed them, mostly because sneaky players used Guest to dodge bans. So they simply disappeared. Overnight. An entire kind of player erased. Now they only exist in memories and legends. But were they ever really gone? Follow for more blocky. What was the very first account ever made on the whole platform? The answer is weirder than any ghost story. Before any player joined back in 2004, one of the founders made a single account just to test if accounts even worked. He called it Admin. Account number 1. Then something strange happened. That account got renamed. Handed to someone else. Renamed again. The username admin was passed around like a hand-me-down, then quietly deleted. On purpose. Just to test if deleting worked. The founder's real account became Builderman, the blocky guy who once welcomed every new player with a friendly message. So the oldest account isn't a haunted hacker. It's account 001, a switch someone flipped to see if the lights turned on. But if the very first account was erased, is it really gone? Follow for more blocky. Legend says one blocky elevator has a secret floor that isn't supposed to exist. A hidden button. A ride to nowhere. Players whispered that if you knew the secret code, the elevator would take you somewhere different. A quiet, shadowy place where a soft voice says, "It has been waiting a very, very long time." And here's the twist. This one is actually real. In a hugely popular elevator game, there is a hidden door. Punch in the right numbers and a secret elevator appears, carrying you into a strange little story the creators tucked away. It's not a ghost, and it's not a glitch. It's an Easter egg. A mystery the developers built on purpose just for the curious kids who go looking. The elevator to nowhere goes somewhere after all. You just have to know where to look. Follow for more blocky. In some blocky games, if you know exactly where to look, hidden secrets are waiting just for you. In one giant cops and robbers game, players found more than 25 secret Easter eggs tucked into the map. There's a spot where dinosaur bones poke out of the ground. Another where a tiny explorer sprints away from a giant rolling boulder. Touch one hidden volcano, and a famous movie voice yells, "No!" Here's the cool part. None of these are glitches or ghosts. The developers hid every single one on purpose. Little gifts for players curious enough to search. Some stayed hidden for months before anyone found them, and a few might still be out there, undiscovered. So next time a wall looks a little too plain, maybe give it a push. Follow for more blocky mysteries. Some of the oldest blocky games ever made are still online right now. You can join them today. But almost nobody does. Back in 2006, one of the founders built a simple battle map called Crossroads. It's still there. The same green hills, the same old bricks, quietly waiting. Another classic, a sword-fighting arena from 2008, has been visited more than 30 million times. Yet on most days, only 20 or 30 players wander its empty halls. These games aren't haunted. They're just old. The crowds grew up and moved on to newer worlds. But log in, and it feels like stepping into a photograph. Everything frozen exactly as it was, waiting for players who mostly never came back. Would you go visit the ghost games? Follow for more blocky mysteries. Did you know the biggest blocky game on Earth started as homework? Before the Blox, 2 engineers built physics software for schools. Dry stuff, gravity, springs, crash tests. But something weird happened. Kids using it ignored the lesson. Instead, they built cars just to smash them, and towers just to watch them fall. The engineers noticed. Kids didn't want to study physics. They wanted to play with it. So in 2004, they started a new project where anyone could build a world and share it. They mashed 2 words together, robots and Blox. On September 1st, 2006, it went live. That little classroom experiment now has hundreds of millions of players every month. The most fun game in the world was basically a happy accident. Follow for more blocky mysteries.